Good world, this your man B Scribe checking in, real name, no gimmicks. You're now tuned into the Four Corners Podcast.
Well, I told you, that's what brings it to life.
That's crispy. Hip hop. Yeah. Was popping like pork and scrambled eggs in the morning. Yeah.
It was like, Seven, you just do your thing. You do whatever you already do.
Right.
Just do it on top of this track.
Right.
You know, and then the idea behind Guap Talk itself was like a Brazilian jazz, kind of thing.
That's
you know what
my
I'm
shit
saying?
right
Yeah. So I was like, I know Seven ain't rapping no Brazilian jazz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I worked with him for K. John's album too, actually. So, we had a song called "I Get It In," and they were actually playing it on the radio, and I actually included that song on my album, The Beatdown, which went #1 in the UK for 10 weeks. So that was, it was an honor for that. That was a vinyl only album right there. Actually, just I'm getting some more copies actually made because, when we pressed that record up, it was sold out before it came out because it's like physical copies, So
That pre-sale.
yeah, that pre-sale situation. And then, I knew that it was sold out, but I didn't expect it to go #1. You know what I'm saying? And actually chart or anything. I didn't expect it to really do anything. It's a vinyl record. Who buys vinyl? I don't know. But obviously a lot of people are buying vinyl. And, with that release, that kind of is leading me in a direction of pressing more vinyl up. You know what I'm saying? Because just like last year alone, there was a vinyl resurgence where they sold like 9.5 million, different vinyls or whatever.
Yeah, it's actually been up the last couple years.
Yeah, the last maybe 2 years or so, like vinyl itself has been climbing. iTunes is declining, and then also like streaming services like Spotify, Pandora, Beats, all of those, that's the future. Vinyl and those streaming services.
Yeah, that's the future.
Yeah, man. I mean, because, if you think about it, it's like if I could pay $10 for every album that I ever wanted to hear for the whole month and I don't have a physical copy, I mean, who cares? I could bump it on my phone and plug it in the car. A lot of the cars don't even come with CD players anymore.
Yeah, the kids don't have that same attachment to want to own the material.
Exactly.
Like we did in our era.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that's where the vinyl comes in. Because there's people that actually might just...
The enthusiasts.
Yeah, they might get it for art pieces or something. I don't know. I don't think everybody's a DJ, but I think that,
That's the same way I feel about CDs. I mean,
yeah.
Think about it now, like you said, with the streaming growth and development and all the other different platforms being made available to purchase and listen to music now. You think maybe 5 years from now, when we had the interview with DJ Butter, he brought a cassette tape in here.
Oh, wow. Those are coming back too.
Right, but one of the owners of the studio here saw the cassette tape and was like, what was that? I said, that's a cassette, bro. You don't remember what that was?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, you think about it, maybe 5, 10 years from now, those things would be like antiques. Those would be like collectibles.
Absolutely.
And it's like some value because
collecting comic books.
It'd be hard to find that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for
Because
sure.
They don't exist no more.
I mean, it's just like an actual art piece. Like if you guys have ever been to any like art shows and stuff like that, Detroit is really into the arts. You know what I'm saying? Like art shows and stuff like that. And plus, art is a part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the 4, graffiti art and breakdancing and DJing and rapping, all of that. So anyway, these art shows, people sell these paintings and they're like, they go up in value as time goes on. I think that's with the certain physical copies, that you can get, because it's like
certain covers too.
Yeah, certain covers. They got a record store day now. That's been going on for about 3 years maybe, and this actually takes place in April. So look forward to that because actually, let's say maybe I'm not sure exactly how many years it's been going on, but let's just say if this is the 4th year that record store day has been going on, for the last maybe like last year, the majors were kind of trying to take over because it was more of an independent. Thing, just like South by Southwest was like a thing for independent people, and then like this year I'm seeing like politicians there. I know last year you had Eminem and 50, so the underground dictates everything. You know what I'm saying?
It's a demographic. There's fewer places where you can reach a whole group of people that large, and South by Southwest is if you're trying to get a message out about anything to that generation.
Oh, absolutely.
That's where you got to be. I don't care. If
and they got North by Northeast too. If you guys aren't familiar with that, that takes place in Canada. So and then this is something that I've known for a while, and I've been always going out of town networking with a lot of different people, and you got to show up. You know what I'm saying? You know, basically, because they're not going to come to Detroit looking for you.
Right.
You have to go where they're at, and then you might have to go another place they're at. And it's like when they see you 3 and 4 times in different states and stuff, they'll be like, who is that guy? You know what I'm saying? Or what do they do, man? Maybe you might get a chance to work with them, or you might get cool with certain people. I mean, I met a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, attending conferences and stuff like that is very important. So I definitely strongly suggest anybody to, you know, attend those type of things and even create new ones. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it might be time to create a new one because South by Southwest is getting so huge. It might be time for a smaller one to take place for, you know, the independent artists to be more spotlighted because that's really what it's about. And that's why I say the underground dictates the whole mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It all starts in the underground first. All movements start underground. Think about Black Panthers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They was underground first and it caught on until it, you know, Drake, anybody, you know what I'm saying? It was all underground first. So,
yeah, man, you definitely, you know, hit us with a lot of game, bro. Kind of take it back a little bit, you know, for you as far as the production or even just for music in general. Like, when did you first get off the porch with it? Like, kind of take us back to when it was all becoming real to you.
Man, you know, it's like my story is like a lifelong story, man. You know what I'm saying, for myself because it's long. I mean, I think actually when I was little, my parents got me a Fisher-Price record player, you know, and I had like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. And then that was like the beginning right there. You know what I'm saying? And I just absolutely loved it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they probably could put me in there for hours. Actually, my dad had a great record collection. So my father was working in the music industry in trade magazines like Radio and Records. You know, throughout time it became
R&R.
Yeah, R&R. Yeah, my dad created the black music charts for R&R.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, so my father actually was, you know, involved in creating a lot of different music charts. You know what I'm saying? He actually probably created some of the first hip hop charts in the '90s because you know it wasn't considered a hip hop chart. You know, before that, it would be like black music or R&B, urban or anything like that. But my father actually helped create some of the first hip hop charts for a magazine called The Gavin. You might know.
Gavin Report.
Yeah, Gavin Report. See, Uncle P is up one because he's been in the industry for a long time. So these are like industry trade publications. They're not for the regular public.
Regular people, man.
This is for people that are DJs and work at radio stations and TV stations and just really are in the industry and they want to keep up with what's really hot. And then, you know, they have charts and stuff like that dictate that. So that's what my father did, you know, for my whole life.
Dope.
You know, and he worked for BET with Donnie Simpson for Video Soul. So he actually created Video Soul and wrote and produced it. You know what I'm saying? My father brought music videos to BET. So, you know what I'm saying? That changed history. Wow. I didn't really realize I didn't realize how historic and groundbreaking that was until I really grew up and understood what was actually going on in that time.
So, what did you think Dad was doing? I mean, what was your interpretation of what was going on?
You know what? It's like, at that point, it's just my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know he got the good music, and I know I had a chance to kind of just like meet a lot of people. I got a chance to meet a lot of different stars, you know what I'm saying, all through my whole life.
Right.
But, and then some people might come over the house. You know, it's like some stuff I was even too young to even remember, but then I look at some of the pictures, and these are like real pictures. You know how, like, see, nowadays,
pictures, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Now these are like actual printed pictures.
Right,
people don't print pictures anymore. My pops has like books of photographs. You know what I'm saying? So he has photographs of people that he took with his camera, like Shaka Khan chilling at a house somewhere, or like I don't know, Quincy Jones, any black star from the 70s up. My dad probably has met him. So I probably wouldn't even feel bad if I never met Stevie Wonder because I know my pops met him. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
In the city.
Putting in work. Putting in work. Putting in work.
In the city.
Putting in work. Putting in work. Putting in work. The most dangerous place in America.